Hello there my friends, I am the editor and welcome back to Cut and Print. Here I look at episodes suggested by you, the audience, and review them accordingly. Welcome once again to the Rainbow Story Arc. So yeah, following up on what I was looking through from the first episode, we are going to look at the first key location. So let's get started on this, shall we? This is Rarity Takes Manehattan. So we start off with the main six getting ready to travel to Manehattan. Again, not the worst horse pun I've heard, but it's definitely one of them. And Rarity is going to be taking part in a Fashion Week show. In fact, she's so happy, she's got her friends to see Hinny of the Hills, whatever that's a reference to.
Or could you? I could. I do.
You do?
I do.
You do?
I do.
Okay, I'm getting on my own nerves doing this now. Straight away as they approach Manehattan, I can't help but really feel impressed by the designs of this place. Granted, I come from the UK and I've never visited the US, but from films I've watched, it's quite interesting. Anyway, Rarity lets it out that she's going to be able to get tickets by helping out the costume designers for the musical. So that brings up a pretty interesting question. How close in connections does Rarity have in this line of work? So far, she's done work for Sapphire Shores, a fashion show where famous designers have been, and even a royal wedding.
That is what makes Manehattan so splendid and amazing. You do something nice for somebody, and then you never know when they'll do something nice for you.
Anyone from Manhattan wants to say anything about that statement, leave a comment in the comment section below. I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say.
Which is only the best musical in all of Equestria.
It must be good if Rainbow Dash is impressed. Normally she doesn't even like musicals.
I know. Ponies just bursting into song in random places at the drop of a hat. Who does that? Oh, Manehattan.
Oh, convenience jokes. Always good for a good laugh. Her friends, still eager to help, ask what they can do, but it isn't needed until Rarity seems to be running out of time to check in at the contest. She also seems to be finding it difficult to find a transport to get herself there, until one of the cab drivers from earlier comes to help her. Huh, I guess generosity does play a part in Manehattan after all. Anyway, she turns out up on time in order to get registered, only to be dismissed in order to get ready for her performance.
Do you?
Miss Rarity, how is it that all your competitors are here half an hour early, and yet you arrive seconds before we begin?
Are all-fashioned mavericks a load of bitches? So Rarity meets one of her old friends named Surrey Polomare. Okay, I'm just gonna put this right there. It's cheesy, but I don't give a buck. Anyway, Surrey helps Rarity with her dresses, and she gets really impressed with the range of dresses shown, persuading Rarity to give her some of the strange purple fabric. And again, generosity is a really nice thing to do, and it brings out the best in ponies. I'm sure Rarity will feel overjoyed with such glee.
And the entire line is in the same adorable pattern. It works on everything from skirts to tops to shoes.
Oh, bravo! I've never seen anything like it.
You stole my fabric!
I didn't steal it, okay? You gave it to me, remember?
How could this happen?
Oh, sweetie, don't blame yourself. It takes some small-town fillies a while to learn it's every pony for herself in the big city, okay?
Okay. Rarity is my third least favourite, but in this case, you do not take advantage of her, you plagiaristic bitch! I didn't want it to come to this in my reviews, but here it is.
Now where did I put that soldering?
Hiyo! Zane, I got a job for you.
Okay.
Now, I know this is a little out of the blue, but I need you to take care of a certain bitch.
So what do I do?
Zane, do whatever you want to get rid of her.
Ooh, baby, oh baby, oh baby.
I'll send you the details.
Consider it done. Bye-bye!
Hey, desperate times calls for desperate measures. But still, I best talk about this. What a bitch move to pull. Seriously. These individuals make me sick to exist in this world. Making others have hard work and passing it off as their own. And to top it all off, she doesn't even do it herself. She gets her assistant to do it for her. So let's sum up this character so far. Silver tongue, plagiaristic, slave driver, idle, bitch.
Yeah, no pony makes best pony cry.
What? Anglemon?
All Rarity wants to do is help out, and all you're interested in is making yourself look good.
Okay, Anja, just calm down. I don't want to get all fanboy on me, okay?
I just wanted to say how much Rarity should be treated fairly.
This is a review, not a rant.
This isn't over.
And I'll get to that in time. Till then, just wait over there, okay? Anyway, the others come back from their tour trip and are really still giddy about seeing... what was that musical called again? Thank you! Rarity comes back to tell her friends that Polo bitch did. And her friends are more than ready to lend a hand. Yes, thank you, lends a hoof. But kind of goes into the other direction of generosity and more to Polo territory.
Oh, I see. I go out of my way to get you tickets for a show, and this is how you repay me? Fine! Go and see Hinny of the Hills tonight, and then tomorrow morning when you come to see my fashion show without any fashion to show, you can have more entertainment! Oh, why look! There's our friend Rarity going down in flames! Isn't friendship magic?
Well, that is the name of the show. So, yeah, Rarity turned into exactly what Polo Bitch was already. Forgoing generosity for her one moral, which is really heartless. Your friends are trying to help you here and all you can care about are those stupid dresses? So they get done and she rushes out in order to meet the fashion show deadline on time.
There. That's the last of them.
Finally! You're welcome!
Wonder maybe if I can get Zane a 2-for-1 deal. Nah, I don't want Rarity fanboys knocking on my doors. So the show goes ahead and Polo Bitch gets praised.
Well, look who's here. Gonna show off your copycat collection?
Just a little longer until it will be over. So Rarity's dresses go on the show and... oh, it's them three again. Moving on. So it seems that Rarity's dresses based on what she's found in the hotel room are a resounding success. But realism takes its course and Rarity seems to be sunken in by the truth of her actions.
My friends, they didn't come. What have I done?
This is why you need Sky Plus, so you can rewind and see and answer your own question. And thus she is shown the errors of her ways and gets a gaze of rainbows in her eyes. Wow, I wonder what that could signify. Seriously, no, that is nowhere being subtle. You might as well have the star from The More You Know going over your head. That's more subtle. Anyway, Rarity storms off and goes to find her friends who in the end find her and she apologises for her actions.
You know what? I don't even care. I'm just happy you're all still here after how I treated you. Taking advantage of your friendship the way I did. How could you ever see past it?
Yeah, you were pretty rotten.
Wow, Applejack. I know your thing is honesty, but come on!
Okay, that's pretty fucking funny. So the main six goes to watch the musical together but gets interrupted by Coco Pamel? This is unexpected.
This is the first place trophy for Fashion Week. With my name on it. But I thought I lost.
You didn't. You won. Suri was hoping that if you didn't claim your prize, the judges would consider it a forfeit and first place would go to her. So, she lied to make you and your friends go away and, well, I lied too. I've worked for Suri for so long, I started to believe that it really is every pony for herself in this town. Until I saw how generous you were with your friends, and how generous they were with you. It made me start believing there was something better for me out there. So I quit.
Oh my. Coco, you are an amazing character. Going out of her way to stop being the underdog to prove in a competitive that every pony can enjoy themselves with friendly competition. And to quit from a job because of it? Wow! It's official, you are going on the list of best side characters. So Rarity writes down the lesson that she learned in the friendship journal before opening Coco Pomel's parting gift, which is a spool of rainbow coloured thread. Okay, this makes it up for the non-subtle eye flash earlier. Then she puts it next to 6 other spools that match the main 6. Okay, hold on. So you have a rainbow object that signifies the rainbow connection. The other threads represent your friends. There is just one more thing to add to this to make this scene complete. But can they pull it off? Best ending ever! Now that's subtle. Oh wow, this makes everything work for it in the end. And that was Rarity Takes Manehattan. Sorry, I didn't have much to say on these episodes, but it's a Rarity episode, so personally, I'm not surprised. So let's break this down. The story I do unfortunately find it hard at times trying to find because it's making about dresses and fashion shows, so I apologise for the stereotypical reasonings here, but besides that, it was entertaining to say the least. And it was quite a slice of life. We might have been there at some point in our lives where there is someone who only wants to be best for what they do and forgoes trust in order to do that, going so far as to manipulate friendship in order to do so. And the same with the friends who are so downhearted that they turn on those who are trying to help. This is quite similar. But the biggest nitpick for me is the way that the lesson was revealed. I mean, really, glowing eyes, that's the best idea that you can come up with for quick identification of lesson being learned. I didn't understand it at first until I saw the second part, which, as far as I consider it, to be more subtle. So, for that, story gets silver. As for animation again has special moments that I saw that really stood out to me, such as energy woven looking dresses, that was impressive, and the way the look and the atmosphere of actual Manehattan design in the show, very impressive. But again, I feel that I'm coming back to the same thing over and over again with this part that stood out the most to me. The spools. Those bloody spools. I don't know why they stand out to me so much, but they do. Overall, it was impressive, and I can see it playing together very nicely. Animation gets gold. Lastly, there is the moral. Now, I know I'm going to be getting a lot of hate for saying this, but the idea of the moral is that Rarity learns that while there are ponies who will take advantage of her generosity, you should never let it cause you to abandon your generous spirit. However, I don't see this as a generosity. I see this as loyalty. The fact that Rarity makes a promise and goes back on that promise, but realises where her heart is true at the end, that is all based on the fact that Rarity broke her word, came back to being loyal to her friends, and in the end, and it shows that she is able to be trustworthy and do the right thing. The only thing I can think of to even being close to being generous was letting Coco have her job at the end. That's all I can think of. Applejack told the truth about how Rarity was unresponsible. Does that mean she should get the eye thing as well? The lesson's morals is a little bit confused with Rainbow Dash, so the moral gets silver. Well, there you have it, my friends. The Rainbow story arc shall continue next time, but as most of you know what's coming up next, including myself, let's just get this over with until next time, shall we? Oh yeah, that reminds me. I wonder how Zane's getting along with that job I asked him to do. I'm sure he's doing fine. See you later, my friends. Tune in next time when we look at another suggested episode. If there's an episode, a subject matter, or even a fan-made animation you want me to review, leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll see what I can do. I am the editor, and cut, that's a wrap.